Coffee with the Chair was recorded before a live studio audience.
Welcome to Coffee with the Chair. I'm Teresa Aronson from the St. Lucie County Chamber of Commerce. It is our pleasure, our honor to facilitate this event every single month. We never not do this show. You know, even during holidays, we try to work it in. It's full of tons of information you need to know if you live in St. Lucie County, anywhere in St. Lucie County. Just so you know, if you live in Fort Pierce or Port St. Lucie, it's still St. Lucie County. And it's sponsored every month by A&G Pools. Next year, we're going to see a lot more of them on the show. And then, of course, Michael from Steamworks provides coffee and Danish every single month. And I'm not totally surprised by this, but I'm very happy about it. I thought it might happen, and it did. We have, again, for another whole year, Board of County Commission Chair Kathy Townsend.
So you have to put up with me for another year.
No, I love it. And I knew it. I had actually told Mike, I said, with all the new people and everything that's going on and all the elections, I said, I think we're going to have Kathy again for another year. And I told you, we usually do a cake or, thanks for the year. And I was like, I'm not even doing it. I really think we're going to get Kathy again for another year.
I appreciate the board's faith in me. So
yeah, Larry said it's been going great. Everybody's still a little new. And then this year, by, November, you're going to probably, maybe have a couple more new. Who knows?
Well, there's 3 of us up for re-election.
Yeah.
You could have 3 new commissioners, which would be 5 new ones sitting up there. Maybe that's a good thing. If that's what the people want, then it's all good.
I've never seen a political climate like this, like no race. I think there's only 1 race, maybe 2, and that's up that is uncontested. Like everybody's getting in the races these days.
Yes, it's going to be a wonderful year.
That might have been a little facetious.
You're going to see a lot more people come out in January and February. You get to file through May, the end of May. So I'm sure there's going to be more, and it's okay.
You think there's going to be more?
I do. I think there'll be more people.
How can there possibly be any
There'll
more?
be more people file, I think. And you know what? That's okay. Let the people speak. It's up to the people, and whatever they choose, it's a wonderful thing. And if I win, I'm happy to serve again. And if not, then I'm going to just put my grandbaby in my arms every morning and love on her.
Yes.
I'm good.
Yes. Yeah. It's a.
I win either way.
Yeah. Very good. You do, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Well, I should mention we have our co-host back. Babs is with us from time to time. I do bring her. She usually just sits here, right? She's probably the quietest co-host I've ever had. And I've had some quiet ones, I got to be honest. But yeah. So she's with us again today. Mike doesn't like it if I don't mention the fact that there's a dog in my lap. So I thought I'd better give her a name. But Babs is back. Lots going on. It's the beginning of the year, fresh start. Everybody's dieting, going to the gym, joining the chamber because everybody makes New Year's resolutions. What's yours?
I don't make New Year's resolutions because I don't keep them.
No, I don't either.
So I just don't make them anymore. I'm fluffy. I plan on staying fluffy for this year too.
I love that.
And my life is simple now that my house is finished. So I'm just going to enjoy life and my husband that I've neglected.
Yes, that happens a lot when people are busy, right?
And it's going to be a busy year anyways with campaign. And there's a lot of things that's getting ready to happen at the county. So we're going to have a very, very busy year. A wonderful year because there's a lot of great things that are coming. But
can you tell us about any of them?
Yeah, sure I can.
Oh, good.
Well, we'll start off with what everybody wants to know. And there's always rumors spreading around out there. So there has not been a decision made on the Brightline station.
No.
They have until this week, or no, I'm sorry, next week.
Yeah, 5 days.
To submit, I think it's the 22nd. So when they're watching this show,
it's way done.
It will be passed, but the decision won't be made. The decision will be made, you'll know probably sometime around the beginning to the middle of February as to who gets it. The process is still in place between Stewart and Fort Pierce. However, Okeechobee counties and the cities in Indian River County, as well as myself for the board, and the city of Port St. Lucie have all sent letters of support. And the FEC does own the property across the street from where the location is, so that's another plus. So it has not been decided. It will be decided, and people will know by February. King's Landing project has already started to turn dirt. And so there's a lot of questions going on about, is it going to happen? It's going to happen. They've already started turning dirt, the first phase of that. Of course, these are all city projects. But as far as the county goes, we are getting an airline.
Oh, we are.
And I can't really disclose who that airline is yet. However, the terminal is being prepped for it. Our 139 is very, very close to being completed.
Yeah.
Cameron's done a great job. He's hit the ground running. There were a lot of cleanup that needed to be done out there, and he's done it. He's done a really great job. He's shifted some of the employees around, and we will have an airline probably by June at the airport.
Holy moly.
And
That's big news.
yeah, and we are also probably going to have an FBO go out, or an RFP go out, to have another FBO at the airport.
And tell everybody what that is.
An FBO is the fixed-based operator, and it is the person that runs the fuel and some of the services at the airport. Currently, right now, it's APP, and there's room on the north side of the airport to have another one come in. There's going to be some changes out there. APP is going to do some T hangars.
Okay.
They are going to do about 200 T hangars to increase, because there's nothing for rent. There's no place to keep it
Yeah,
there unless
it's
you keep it
packed.
outside. So there's going to be a lot of construction going on out there. I think you're going to see that. The road from the airport to Midway Road Jenkins
Yes.
has been funded, so you're going to see the construction. So you'll be able to connect from Midway all the way to the airport. Our transit department has partnered with the city of Fort Pierce to increase the freebie. You know what freebie is? That car.
I love it.
So they are going after some grant funding with them to be able to increase those services for the freebie at the city of Fort Pierce. And there's some other services that our transit is going to be increasing. We are going to have one of the routes are going to be to Palm Beach. So if you work in Palm Beach, you'll be able to pick up a bus and go all the way to Palm Beach by bus.
Oh, wow.
That service is going to be implemented next year. And there is possibly a boat storage marina condo possibly going in at the port.
Yeah. On your property or the Fisherman's Wharf?
On Fisherman's Wharf.
Okay.
No, on our property.
On
at Harbor
on the
Point.
county property.
At
Yeah,
Harbor Point, yes.
Okay.
And so the other thing is back in there, we've had conversations, nothing's written in stone yet, that there'll be a small amphitheater,
Oh, yeah.
and there will be a little diving, snorkeling trail either there or at the Summerlin Dock. And we want a couple restaurants and some little gift shops and boutiques down in there
Yeah.
to make it like that park setting. I see Brandy here from UESI.
Yep.
Exciting conversation with them. They are wanting to come into the county and offer an underwater engineering dive school to be certified to
Ooh.
dive underwater.
That
There's a
would be
big need for
awesome.
that,
Yeah.
and they're wanting to put a school in for that. And so there's been some conversations there for that. And of course, the Buc-ee's. We're still talking about the Buc-ee's. That's not a done deal yet. There's still a lot of conversation for the Buc-ee's coming in at Andrea Road.
Yep.
And there's also the conversation currently happening to either get rid of or change the TVC, which is Towns, Villages, and Countryside. And it's the overlay that's up off Andrea Road and Emerson. There are several people that have land up there, and that's never developed because
Right.
that it's just a bad plan.
Well, I do work in the development community, and nobody knows how to interpret it. They don't
Right.
know what's allowed to be there. So everybody stays very far away from it. But I think it may be somewhat impacting Buc-ee's, and they're waiting for this to be
Correct.
taken care of. And
So-
once we can get it figured out, Buc-ee's will probably move forward.
We're gonna make some changes. I'm trying to have it go away altogether, but
Would-
got to have
yeah.
3 votes. So, but there will be some concession made in order to accommodate some of the conditions for the Buc-ee's to come.
Yeah.
And then there's a couple developers in there wanting to develop. So there's a lot of changes that are going to happen. I think the things so far that are in place is smart growth, smart thinking. I think our planning department is figuring out, because there's been a lot of moving parts. The county stable, we have a very great budget, as you know. We
Yeah.
talked about that.
Yeah.
We're going into 2024 strong. We have some changes that we're doing out at the Emergency Operations Center. Some things we're upgrading out there.
Okay.
So we're starting 2024 out really, really healthy and good, in a good place.
That was so many things that I don't even know where to start, because I do have questions, but I didn't want to interrupt you because it was so many things. I didn't want you to lose your train of thought either, because you had like 20 things to tell us. So the airport, I'm sure you can't disclose the airline, but do we know where it's going to service?
So right now they're talking about Connecticut,
Okay.
and it'll probably end up being Jersey and New York as well.
Nice. Which I do like that, and it's probably a good market for this area. But that's New Jersey and New York is like the only place you can get a direct flight out of West Palm Beach. So we already have that, but I would love to see them do some other,
I think eventually when they get in there and they see the demand, and it's going to be, it is a nice little airline. And I think that the prices and rates are going to be fair.
Good.
And so I think when they see the people using it, the goal is that they will add. They have the planes to add. They just don't want to bring them all in at one time. I'm sure they
Yeah.
want to see what's going to happen. So I think that once they see the routes taking place and the planes are full, the goal is to go ahead and start adding other locations and destinations
So we all have to do our part. We're going to market it together
Yes.
as a community.
and use it.
And
Fly
use
out
it.
out that airline. I think a lot of people will use it. It's a nice
I
little
hope so.
airline.
Because I know in the past, because I've been here a long time, we've had people come in and try, but it just wasn't cost effective.
I think this will be cost
That was
effective.
always sort of the issue. It was like by the time I pay for my ticket to go to Tallahassee, I could have driven there and back with meals.
Yeah, I think
4
this will be
times.
cost effective.
Yeah.
And you know, we're going to be changing out some of the parking. We're relocating our staff into the old sheriff's building over there,
Okay.
so they will have the entire terminal.
Oh, good,
Yes.
good. Yeah, because you really do need it.
Mhm.
I mean, there's a TSA wall, but it's very minimal and all that kind of stuff. So yeah,
I'm excited that they're coming.
good.
There's some conversations with a couple of the cargo companies,
Okay.
so I'm not going to rule that out that possibly we won't have an Amazon or a FedEx cargo flight come to the airport. I think it will probably happen in our lifetime.
Sure.
But I'm excited that this little airline's coming. The airline is an airline that's in existence, and one of the founders of an airline, and they have started this airline. It's a new airline.
Okay. Well, I'm excited about it. And then everybody always is excited about Buc-ee's. And I think really they know that we're going to straighten out the TVC so that they can clear the path for them. And I think that's sort of the issue right now. But they're still eager to come as I hear it.
Yes.
But, you know, everything's rumor and speculation until they, you know, get a shovel out. Everything's rumor and speculation.
And nothing moves fast, you know that. Nothing moves quick in government. And so they still have to make the application, and they have to go through the site plan approval, and there's still a lot of paperwork to be done. They really wanted to be here and be opened by the end of 24. I don't see that happening because I know how slow government works.
Yeah.
But I would think that they would be here by 2025.
Yeah, there's a Wawa in Port St. Lucie at the corner of Becker and Citrus. And that thing has been in talks for at least a couple of years now. And so, yeah, it just takes a while. And they've had the land, their in-site plan. It's still not done. It does. Government does not move quickly, but it is because they have to be able to reassure the community that what they're putting in is, you know, at no risk to anybody around them.
Yes. I mean, there's even some other distribution companies that, you know, it kind of went silent for a while. But some of your big distribution companies are in conversation to have a distribution center here too. So I think you're going to see a couple of those come
Good.
around probably by spring. And it'll be announced, a couple of those that are coming too, of course, because we're in conversations with them right now. And if it doesn't happen, you don't want to put it out there. But I think that the community is going to be pleasantly surprised when they see some of those come, because it's going to be good jobs, good paying jobs.
Good. We always need that.
Yeah.
So we're down to 60% of our community that leaves here every day to go
Mhm.
work in some other county. So, you know, the more we can chip away at that, the better it is, because it provides, you know, a trickle-down effect of monetary funds to help with resources here. And that's what everybody complains about. Infrastructure, I think, has always been a tough one, the road infrastructure. So, good.
Yeah,
And
a lot of the infrastructure is going to change too, because, you know, we approved the Oak Ridge Ranches
I was
project
just
out
going
on
to
Glades
ask you about
Cutoff,
that.
and they're giving $14 million to the road.
Yeah.
So Glades Cutoff is going to be widened and updated. You also have Rainbow Groves that is before us if they take place, and then there's 2 other projects that's possibly going to happen out there, and then you know, the 4 main corridors from the city of Port St. Lucie that will exit onto that road as well. So
Yeah.
you're going to see a lot of growth out there off Glades Cutoff and Carlton.
You really are. I mean, Becker, Village Parkway, you know, ends at Becker, but it's at Village Parkway that Gatlin turns into? What is that? I don't even remember now. Isn't that terrible?
It is the one that comes out of Tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one and Crosstown will all head out to
And
Glades.
the other thing for those that watch this, the P1 racetrack that's
Oh,
out off
yeah.
Okeechobee Road, it is not going to be an open track to the public.
No, it's
because
a private.
because there has been people say that there's going to be. We need to clarify that it's private.
Mhm.
You will be able to go out there and have an experience if
Mhm.
like BMW comes in and does the car experiences that they do. But for you that want to just go out there and randomly take your car and race out there on the track, it's not going to happen. It's
No.
a private. Yeah.
They don't let anybody in. You know, I did the BMW experience on a racetrack in Indiana once. I loved it. And you can buy membership, I believe,
Yeah, you
out
can.
there. It'll be a members only club.
It's fun, and the BMW is going to be involved out there.
Yeah.
They are
do
in conversations, and they will have several of those.
Yeah, you have to have your own car typically, though. You have
Mhm.
to have your own BMW, but they teach you how to drive it, and then you get to race it out there. And
I've done the NASCAR thing where you get to drive.
I didn't drive. I rode in it,
Yeah.
but I didn't get to drive. So, but yeah, that was fun too. A little claustrophobic, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, and especially how you have to get in and out of the cars.
Yeah, I didn't love that. But I wanted the experience, and I was younger then, so I got through. I don't think I can get through it now. They really strap you in,
Yeah, they do.
helmet, and you can't move.
Well, I grew up on NASCAR. My brother worked for Bill Elliott
Oh wow!
in the Petty.
Oh yeah.
And then one of my close friends he's actually a commissioner now in Polk County, is Rick Wilson.
Ah.
And then Bill Francis' granddaughter and I went to school together, and I worked the press box growing up through high school. So
yeah, people forget it started
yeah,
in
it started
Daytona.
in Daytona in the 60s. So
Yeah, Bill Francis and they all,
on the beach in Daytona. So
And the
yeah,
only
I grew
reason-
up on that.
my husband is a big NASCAR fan because he grew up down here. So he and I grew up north where we have Grand Prix and Formula a bit, but we didn't really do NASCAR. But I think it's universal now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Good stuff. The airport's always good stuff. Everybody's always happy to hear that. I'm glad to see that the county is, working at Harbor Point. There's been some plans at Fisherman's Wharf. There's been a lot of controversy over that, and I feel that the county sort of stepped in to help relieve some of the pressure on that project at the city because people were just not happy about it.
Well, and we're going to put some more boat docks down there at Harbor Point. We're going to add some more boat docks down there, and there's going to be a lot more parking because there'll be like a parking garage down there to help with some of the parking issues. And we have done the land swap with the city, and we've done the land swap with the Bell Sisters.
Yep.
So we've squared all that off, that it's all ours now.
Good.
And so now we can begin to do the things we want to do. And just like the Brightline, in an effort to let them realize that we're serious, we're giving them our parking garage at the courthouse.
Yes.
And then they can add 3 more stories to it. So it'll be a 6-story parking garage. So we're letting them have that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we try to partner and be a part of the team.
Let's talk about Brightline for a little bit. So I always feel like we were certainly the most common sense choice, and I feel that we from the beginning maneuvered in a way to befriend them rather than alienate them, unlike our friends to the south. But they do have land owned, accessible by the station that we have proposed. FEC is the partner of Brightline, and so, but they were asking the communities that are vying for this station to put up land instead of using their own land. But we were just fortunate enough here in St. Lucie County to have land available adjacent, abutting.
It's where the old train station here back in the day was.
Yeah, and we have that. So I can't see a scenario where we don't get the station.
I don't think anybody does. I think everybody sees it only makes sense because south, Stewart can go to Palm Beach in their 30 minutes. North, Stewart can come here. You can target Okeechobee and Indian River counties.
Yep.
So it only makes sense to put it here. However, with that said, they also have said that they're going by the demographics.
I hate it when they do that.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's so unfair, and that they're going by the salaries of the community and
So
stuff.
they always do that. All the big companies do that, and they think that that's the key to marketing. And I
disagree.
Yeah, 15 years at the chamber, I would disagree because it's not. It's demand, and so we have the population, but Stewart, I'm sure, is going to argue that they'll go down to Stewart, but whatever, and they go by demographics. And every time I'm doing a speaking engagement at Del Webb or Out Tradition, it's like, where's my Trader Joe's? Where's my...
Well, I'm a Trader Joe's person. I've tried for a long time to get them here. But they do the marketing from New York.
Yeah, they're not here. They do the marketing, and we just, as a community, have not gotten our median income or disposable funds up to a level that they see is befitting of their services. But I think we keep proving them wrong time after time after time, and they just don't catch on. And I just hope I do know that Brightline really wanted some ridership commitments. And so
How do you commit to that though? You don't know who's going to ride.
you don't,
You
but
can't answer that. You don't know.
I think it's tough, but I think what they're doing is they're asking community partners to pledge a certain amount of rider share, and then they will resell that to partners, to put in packages, hoteliers, the chamber. And so I was part of a committee yesterday, and I said, listen, I'm on a board, and I said, we got to do it. We got to do it because everybody else is doing it. And this is just an RFP. We can figure out the details of that. But if you don't put a ridership commitment in there, I think they're going to really diminish the possibility of.
Oh, I would agree with that.
Yeah. And so I said in the meeting I was in yesterday, where I sit on a board, I don't want to say what board, but that we've got to put a commitment in, and we've got to get our hoteliers, the chamber, the EDC, everybody to say, I will repurchase those tickets. I will bundle them in packages. I will use them because that's what they want. And I get that because everything to them is ridership, right? That's how they can set their prices. That's how they can value their company. So I would agree that if you're asked in the future to give a ridership commitment, please try to do that because I don't want to fumble here. I don't want to not do it and then say, but you didn't give us a ridership commitment.
And that's why they lost the bid. Right. No, I agree. You want to put it in there and everybody will figure out how to make it work.
Yeah, because right now we're making commitments that nobody can really, but we'll figure it out, right? Because a lot of it has to go to other approvals and, in some cases, I don't have the authority to spend the chamber's money like that, but I'm making a commitment to try to be a part of the ridership. But we've written our letter as well.
Good.
So yeah, we're hopeful, and it's just around the corner. We'll know. It's still going to be a 5-year process, I hear. So the station is built, but I have 2 things. I've ridden Freebie, loved it. They're all little Teslas.
They're nice cars.
Very nice, and it goes just sort of around downtown and the island. And next year, or this year, and part of next year, they'll be expanding service areas on Freebie across US 1, and I'm really thankful about that. And then, of course, Brightline. I love Brightline. It's a
nice train. I mean, I don't like the train going by. I live like a block from the railroad.
Yeah.
And so that's one thing I do want to say is I'm getting ready to have a town hall meeting in January because I am championing a quiet zone.
Yeah.
And hopefully we will be able to get there. So when this is airing, the town hall meeting will probably already have happened. But I just want everybody to know that we are in conversations with that, and we are going to try to make it happen, that we will be a quiet zone.
Yeah, I mean, in the village where you live, it is right. The train blows right through the village. And
all night long, all day long, every 5 minutes.
The village is very small. There's no one in there that doesn't hear that train. So yeah, I do.
Well, and Indian River Drive residents hear it as well. It backs to their backyard.
Yeah, for sure.
So the Indian River Drive and the village are hit the hardest with the trains because they're really laying on them. Even the cargo trains are laying on the horns, and even during the night, it has really become, I think, out of control. I think that some of the conductors are taking advantage to just blow. You would think they'd be a little bit more considerate, especially at night and early morning. But I think they're like having a party with their horns sometimes.
They're agitating. They're
like,
on
we're
purpose.
Here, we're here.
You can't stop us yet, so we're gonna.
But we are moving forward with that process. It's a process. It takes a while. It takes a year because even if we get all the cities on board with it, we have to take it to Tallahassee. It's got to go through Tallahassee legislatively, and then it's submitted to them. So it's still going to be a long year putting up with the trains. But at the end of the day, hopefully when they see that we're really moving forward in that direction, they'll have some conversations with the conductors and say, listen, like,
ease off.
Ease off some of the crossings. We realize you have to blow your horn, but let's just not be carried away with it.
Yeah. It's funny, that was the only lawsuit that we engaged in was to get some more safety measures with our crossings, but we never tried to stop the train.
In the village, the county is going to finish the safety precautions. You just have to have all the money there. So there's 7 crossings in the village, and there will be traffic lights, like when the gates are down, there's going to be lights installed on Old Dixie. So that will cut some of the traffic that travels Old Dixie. Speed limit's 35. Of course, they go 55 and 60. But because there's so many trains coming through and those red lights are going to be stopping you, it will pull some of the traffic off of Old Dixie, push them back out onto US 1.
Okay.
So currently, we have funding in place that we're going to be doing 2 of the crossings. We're going to be doing Torpy Road, of course, because that's the busiest with the marina there.
Yes.
I know people think it's because you live on that street. I had nothing to do with it. It is the busiest road, that in Chamberlain. So
Yeah.
those will be the 2 that's going to be done first in the village because they're the most traveled roads because of the traffic. And then each year the county will try to implement 1 or 2 more until they can get them all done.
You just told everybody where you live.
That's okay. Everybody knows where I live anyways.
Okay. Good.
Look it up on the internet.
I know you can't look it up on the
I don't
internet.
hide. I don't hide
I
nothing.
know. People always, I'm like, listen, there's
I
nothing
can
you
do
can't
that.
find.
I can have my address, but you know why? Like you choose to run for this seat, you're a public servant, and I have people show up at my house. I'm okay with that.
I don't think I'd be okay with that. I don't think that's okay.
I think it is.
You can show up at my office. You can don't show up at my house.
It's okay. It is what it is. You sign up for it. When you're
I
a servant, you're
know.
a servant. And it's not ever been bad. I can say in the 7 years I've been here, I've never had a bad experience.
Good. Yeah. I just think that you do have to have some safety area where you can turn off and regroup. And I would hope it'd be your house, right?
Well, I don't think that it wasn't that they came to my house because it was something bad.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. No, it's all good.
What else do we have going on? I think it's going to be a great year. I'm very excited about 2024, honestly. There's just so much going on. I actually ran into, there was a little informal meeting outside the county administration building. It was Wes McCurry, Pete Tesh, Josh from the port, and somebody else. I thought, this looks promising. I don't know what you guys are discussing, but.
There's a lot of, I wish I could tell you. I will be able to reveal eventually to you. There's a lot of really good things getting ready to happen. And I think this year, also moving forward, of course, we're going to have Travis on quite a bit with us because
Yes.
he's the sponsor. But I think maybe, I know it's about the update of the county and everything, but I think we need to have some more guests on the show with us as well.
I would love that. Maybe let's go to lunch. Let's sit down, maybe talk about some guests we'd like to have, because I think Josh would be a good guest.
Yeah.
And
Let
Travis,
them talk about some of the things we're doing.
maybe the fire district chief and all that, all those people, and then trim notices around August.
I know a lot of people already know Chief Lee, the new fire chief. But
Yeah.
he's a great guy. Let's have him on. Let everybody get to know him.
He's a little shy, but
he
he's
is.
gotten less shy.
He's
but
not your typical fire chief that you would expect that's just so seasoned. He's actually a very reserved guy. And
he is very reserved, yeah.
Believe it or not, I don't like public speaking either, and I don't like doing stuff that's out front of the public either. I've gotten used to it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cute to see how he's very observed. He's very back. He's
and he'll get used to. He'll get seasoned
He's a humble
after a
guy.
while.
He's a great guy.
Yeah,
he's doing a
very good
good
guy.
job. The guys love him.
Good. That's
Yes.
good.
Yep.
So yeah, I would like to do that. And Travis Leonard, that owns A&G Pools, is our sponsor. He has been for several years now. And we're moving the show to the first Thursday of every month. And then he'll be able to join us. Fridays are not good for him. And so he hasn't been on much. We've had his wife on before, Gina. And they do a lot with nonprofits. And they
Yes,
want to
they
talk
do.
about that
They do.
stuff. Little Feet, Christmas for Kids, so many. United
they do a
Against
lot.
Poverty. They do a lot with nonprofits. So we want to do that. Mike is signaling that we can take questions if you're okay with that. You always are.
I think
never
this crowd's
worry.
rather quiet and reserved today. But do you have
I
any
know.
questions?
Does anybody have any questions?
Everybody's being so quiet.
Wow, we covered everything completely. Nobody has any questions. Okay, I believe you. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we need to tell them. I want to remind them that we're both accessible if you have questions about what's going on or what we talked about. But let's tell everybody and I'm going to look to Mike for this, where you can see the show. You can view it on YouTube on the SLC TV channel, and you can get it on AT&T. You can get it on Comcast. I think you can get it on Hometown.
I think
Not yet.
Don't you air this on this county's Facebook?
No, we share it on Facebook to direct people to the YouTube.
Okay.
Okay.
So YouTube.
And we do that too. We do that as well. But we always have good information. I think we answer a lot of questions on the show that I get asked in the community all the time. And I think, watch the show. You would have known that, but that's okay. And then, of course, Kathy's always accessible at the county building.
I
And you're
try to
here
be.
a lot. So, yeah. Very good.
Okay. Thanks.
Well, great show. Great
And
start
Babs
to the
did a
beginning of the
great
year.
job. She was a little She kind of had a little too much to say today, but she did good.
She was a little mouthy. Yeah, she was, but she couldn't find the right spot. I don't know if I've gotten bigger or the chair's gotten smaller. I'm going to say the chair's gotten smaller, but we were having a rough time sharing today, but she managed all right. But she is pretty quiet. This is normally what she does all day.
And I see new people out there, so
Yeah.
generally there's a lot more excitement. This is rather quiet, I guess, because everybody's celebrating Christmas. Their
Everybody's
Christmas
ready
and
for the
stuff.
holidays, right?
But
And-
thank y'all for being here.
And just so you know, I'm not a real housewife with my purse dog, but she comes on days where I don't have a lot of meetings and it's going to storm. And it often is, it's Florida. It storms a lot of days. She don't like storms, so I try not to leave her home. But anyway, thank you for joining us. Thank you to Angie. Thank you to Michael at Steamworks down there in Port St. Lucie. And of course, thank you to Board of County Commission Chair. Congratulations on
Thanks.
another year. We're happy to have you and Mike and Steph on here. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.